It's a midlife crisis. Wendy is going through a midlife crisis. That's what we were seeing. So, you know how men will pack up their lives, leave their wives, and then go get these 24-year-olds and then a Ferrari? That's what's happening with Wendy. She's having the female equivalency of that. So the first scene is, of course, after the Wendy's of it all. The first scene is Ashley basically questioning what national anthem is. Girl, really, Ashley? What is the national anthem? And for you to question Stacy about some potato salad, how dare you? Just low class. And Tia, you thought you ate by not inviting our girl Stacy, and it was what? A certified snooze fest. Boring. Loser. It was so bad. So essentially the scene is set up where we have Tia and her yuppies singing the Black National Anthem to a bunch of white people. So they're doing a jigaboo shake. And it's just ridiculous. And they're stomping on horse poop. And it's just a mess. It's so boring. Of course, because it's so boring, guess who has nothing to do but antagonize Angel? Ashley. Because if you didn't know, Angel, you were being protected by Angel or by Stacy this whole time because they were attacking her. They were too busy doing that to worry about you. And now you see, you had them in your house, you had them over there talking about Stacy, and the minute Stacy gone, who's on the chopping block? You are. And so you just have to realize that these girls are not your friend. If anything, Kay only wanted you there so that she can live vicariously through you. Because really, if you think about it, she was trying to go toe-to-toe with Jazzy, but Greg is giving nothing. So she said, let me bring my pretty, successful wag who's living the lifestyle, the same lifestyle as you, Jazzy, and I can show you, see, I have friends in this lifestyle too. So she's actually living vicariously through you. So if you don't just take you and your fine man and go back to your fine, beautiful home, because her home is stunning. I watched like her Home Digest episode on YouTube, and it is beautiful. Like her house is like all that in a bag of chips. Like it was that girl. So go back to that and live your good life and say bye-bye. Say toodle-dee to these twiddle-dums, okay? The next scene is just more of Wendy flexing her money, showing all her beautiful, nice office that Eddie has now. It's like, girl, Wendy, please, I beg of you, I beg, please stop it enough. And I just like, it's so incriminating. Oh my gosh, it's just so hard to watch. And I'm praying for you, Wendy, girl, because it's like you got all the invoices. Ooh, I was like, cut it off, please. And then she's talking about getting the approval of her dad and approval of Eddie's siblings and all this stuff. And I know they're watching this like, Cardi B meme. Yeah, we told you. We told you. It was like she's proving them right with this case. And it was just all cringeworthy, really. It was real bad, y'all. If you think about Wendy's situation, she quit her good paying job last season in order to go spend triple-double the amount of money that she was making and she no longer has. And then Eddie's not making the money he was making as a lawyer because he's over here doing Happy Eddie. They're spending more than they're bringing in because now Eddie, even in the last scene, they were getting high on their own supply. It's a midlife crisis. Like when you're 20, you had a quarter life crisis. When you, I guess in your 40s, you had a midlife crisis. It's a midlife crisis going on. And that's what I'm chalking this up to right now because ain't no way. Nothing else makes sense to me. Next up, we have Kay, and awkward with Stacy and Kay at a little dinner, and it was giving very Love and Hip Hop, which is pretty much where Kay belongs, if you ask me. But that mama of hers, that mama belongs in Potomac. Yes, bring her. We need more. But so basically, they had them at this like empty table with nothing there. Very Love and Hip Hop scene. Like Tommy about to come in the room, Jocelyn about to come in the room, K Michelle about to come in the room. So let's not have no good cutlery around. So they had basically a white table, 2 chairs, and nothing else. It went well though, and I can imagine what was happening is Stacy saying, "Oh, I don't want to film with her. Oh, she's dangerous," behind the scenes. You know that's what you were doing, Stacy. And she played that role. She basically like, "I don't want to film with her anymore. I'm not safe." And the producers had to cave, and they were like, "All right, we got to do something about them. Let's get these girls one-on-one and hash this out." And there was really nothing to hash out because they say Stacy lies, but Kayla was catching up with her last night because she was basically saying, you don't want to be my friend, and you sit and say hello to me. And she was like, why would I say hello to you when you were literally saying all these nasty things to me? Let's keep it in chronological order and recall how you treated me. And it was just basically, you know, Stacy on her neck and you chin checking her, if you will. There was nothing really that Kay could say, and then the only little tidbit she gave was like the picture of Chris with Stacy, but even that, it flopped because Stacy's whole thing is, yes, I do know Chris Samuels. We've hung out before. We did not date. We did not do anything else. I was separated from my husband, but I did know him socially. She said that time and time again. And literally, what did the picture prove? That she knew him socially. It showed a picture of her looking at him. He's not looking at her at all. He's having a conversation with a whole nother person over there. If anything, there's like this creepy person taking a picture of Stacy trying to catch a moment. It probably was Sharice. She probably introduced those two. She probably encouraged Chris to reach out to Stacy for a storyline. Yeah, it wasn't giving what Kay thought it was gonna give. Episode flopped like a piece of ice into some hot tea and made the tea what? Cold. And she keeps flopping again and again and again. Then the last scene is we get to this Janky, Cowboy Carter, Giselle, and Wendy rendezvous, whatever they wanted to call that. That was so weird and cheap and janky. Potluck edition, not giving money, not giving housewives at all. So you got the two cheapest girls coming together, and I'm like, what is going on here? It was like Giselle just be like, Wendy, let me help you out, girl. And Giselle already cheap, so it was just it reflected Giselle real bad. And I think if Wendy was doing better, she would have made the event more lush, but she's not doing the best, so it was just janky, y'all. So within that jankiness, we had Timu come, which was fun because Stacy was able to just shut them down. It was like, world stop when they walked in, carry on. It was like, you was real diva, like, you know you that when you cause all this conversation. It was real nice, real classy, and just having him there, his presence there, just shut all the rumor mill down. And what could they say? What could you say? What could you say? And then just some more funky stuff happened. It was Angel. She was coming late, which I understandably, if she has to uproot her life and go to Colorado, which to me, I feel like the husband probably was like, you're crying every scene. I'm tired of you complaining about these women. You don't like them. Now we're on our way to another event to film with them, and I have to come because the husbands are required this time. And it's like, let's get out of here. We're going back to our big, beautiful home in Colorado where we can be relaxed and fish. We can raise our two kids in peace. He obviously reigns the pocketbook, so she doesn't have much say so when it comes to that. I think then they get there and they prove the man's point. They jump on Angel again. And she basically is just like, I just did all that to come here just to get a catfish for dinner, catfish platter again. And it's just like so childish. And I think next episode they're kind of trying to get their money's worth production with Angel because they did invest in her, all this filming equipment and spending time with her. So they're like, let's take our behinds to Colorado and we're going to get this content, honey. So I think that's what the Colorado thing is about, that she can fulfill her obligations, her legal obligations to Bravo. And I think that is that. I don't know if we're going to see her next season. If we do, cool. If we don't, we already know how we feel about Angel at this point. I think she needs to take her and her man. And as you can see, I'm posting a little picture of the men. Her man don't belong with them men. Go, live and love on your husband in them woods. And get away from these wretched toodle-dums. Anyway, I think that was it for this episode. Let me see. I'll be tweeting on Blue Sky, so if you want to go there, check out all my tweets. And that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed this recap, please don't forget to follow me here if you're watching on TikTok. If you're watching over on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I will see you guys next week. Overall, it was a good episode. I can't wait to see how the Colorado debauchery goes because I hear it's a mess. But yeah, I think that should be a wrap for Angel. Thank you for your service. You've been an angel. And I think overall, now that I'm like looking at Angel from different podcasts and different reviews, I think she's a really sweet, sweet girl. And that's what AJ, Stacey friend, if you guys want to watch an interview, go watch Stacey's interview. I'm going to link the content creator below who did the interview. And it's a good interview. It's your girl, Nico Nicole, and this is Give This Girl a Mic. If you enjoyed today's episode, please, again, don't forget to hit that follow button. It doesn't take anything to hit a follow. And this is my second time recording this because the first time, it was all on mute. I was so mad. But it be like that sometimes. It's all about getting the content out. I had fun watching these recaps and sending them over to you guys and having your opinions. So if you enjoy watching the recaps as well, don't forget to hit that follow button. I really appreciate all the love. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.